Hi, and welcome back to Gray's Gardening, or should I say welcome if you're new to the channel. My name is Gray, and this is my gardener channel. So today, I'm down at my allotment. As you can see behind me, my wonderful banana trees. Anyway, thought I'd do something a little bit different today. We've all seen or heard the Netflix documentary, Baby Reindeer. So I thought I'd share with you today my experience about my own baby reindeer. So it's something that goes back to about 2019, and it was a bit of a dilemma I had at the time. It was, what do I choose? Is it the box hedge or is it the yew? Both of them can be used for topiary, and I decided, and I'd always wanted my topiary to be made from box. I know it's slower growing, but I decided to go for box. I've got no rush on this. It may take 10 years, it may be done sooner. So what I'm talking about here is my topiary reindeer, and it is only a baby at the moment. It has been in since 2019, tiny little box plants that I put in. Maybe I should have cheated and bought them this size at the time. Saved myself a few years, but I wanted them to just be right. I wanted to be able to sculpt them into the reindeer as I go. I want this to be the focal point. When you walk into my plot, I want it to be 5 foot high, great big antlers, face, body, and the legs. So these are actually the legs. So I'm just going to show you now how it's looking. And then I've got my trusty snips. I'm going to trim it back, and I'm going to trim it back hard today so you can really see it start to take shape. I haven't trimmed it this year, so it's time for a bit of a haircut. So let's get going. Okay, so from this angle it actually looks quite big already, but it's only maybe 2 foot at the very highest. So we have got the 4 legs, as I just mentioned. You can come round. The one at the back is slightly further out because I want that leg sticking out exactly how a reindeer would stand. So hopefully you can see we've got a bit of a body in the centre starting to join. I really need to make that gap a little bit bigger, but as it grows up we'll have the tail coming off, and this is going to be the head. The head, you look at it from here, is actually higher than the back of it, so it is just gradually taking shape, but hopefully after I've trimmed it, it will look a little bit more like 4 legs and a body. Okay, so I'm having to get down quite low to make sure I'm in the shot. Hopefully I am, and I'm just going to go around the bottom. Anything that's really short, little stumpy pieces, I'm going to trim right off, and then I'm going to take off all the lower leaves so we can see a little bit of the bark. I'm just going to start with this one first. Obviously the bark is what will look like legs, because the greenery really doesn't. As I say, I'm deliberately trying to be quite harsh with this. I want it to start resembling my reindeer, because at the moment it is just a baby. So nice sharp snips. I'm just going around anything that I don't want. Okay, so I've trimmed back the legs and I've tied them together. I will replace that string. Probably need to trim it off, but I'll replace it with brown string maybe. But for now, it's just to get the idea. There is the 4 legs. Look at the other one underneath. And then what I did do, you can just see it. These are plant stakes, and they are just holding down that middle piece there, so that this goes over. So I've got them all around it. That's it's pushing down on the middle to try and connect it to become the body. Okay, so that's the legs done, and now just need to trim on top, because the more you trim, the more it bushes out and then the more it grows. So that is the plan. I'll give that a quick trim now. Okay, so here he is, trimmed and just beginning to look like some kind of an animal, maybe a green sheep at the moment. But tied the legs together, that's going to come up into the shoulders and the head. There's the body, and they're actually looking like two big thighs or hips at the back. And just come round just to show how it's looking at the moment. So there's the leg at the back that's just slightly behind the others. That is by design. And the rest, the body is beginning to join together. You can see right underneath the bottom of it now. As I say, this is a 10-year plan. It's been about 5 years in now, so a few more years we should well have something resembling a actual reindeer, something like this. So apologies if the thumbnail lured you in a little bit. Yes, potentially a bit of clickbait. This isn't this kind of channel where I'm going to be talking about stalkers, if I ever even had one. This is more of the gardening channel. So a topiary reindeer at my allotment is exactly what this channel is all about. If you're liking this so far, please subscribe, hit that thumbs up and leave me a nice comment if you'd like to. So before we finish, I'm just going to quickly show you what is being grown well and a few things along the way. So first of all, around, you might wonder what this is. Well, underneath here is my favourite tree, or one of the favourite trees. It's my fig tree, and I've been last year tons of figs. Oh, don't get inside. Look, we're inside, and the birds have been eating. They've been eating all my figs. So I put this cover on it to protect them. And there is a fig somewhere, or there was a fig. Here he is, down here. Now look at the size of it, but even with this net they've managed to get in, but I think I can savour it, so break that off. Really, if I turn it that way it looks nice. Really juicy big fig, and I'll just cut that bit out because ants and stuff has probably gone into it. But then there was about another 10 figs and I can't see them. These probably won't ripen. These are the second batch, so every fig tree produces two lots of figs per year in hotter climates, but sadly in the UK it's unlikely. But there's a few more around the back I can't quite get to with this big net. It looks funny, meant to stop the birds eating them but hasn't done. I've left this one out. In fact, I might get one here. Yeah, let's get that one before the birds get them. So this tree, this is my other fig tree, this only had 2 on it this year, so let's peel it back. There you go. That's not too bad. 2 figs today. Oh, what do they look like? Oh, wow. Just next to the fig tree is the apple tree. Apples aren't doing too bad. There's plenty on there. Some of them gone a funny colour. Now they're not bad. They've just got a darker skin. Don't look quite as nice, but give them another month or so till they're ripe and let's see what they're going to be like. My sprouts are actually doing quite well. I haven't grown sprouts for a while, so I don't know if they're behind or they're on track. Obviously you won't get them until Christmas time, but they look quite healthy. Something's been, oh in fact, oh no, we have caterpillars. Now that's probably what those holes are, so maybe they're not as healthy after all. Just seeing them now. Ooh, what do I do with them? I think it's safe to say I'm not getting any sweet corn. I put all this effort into rabbit proofing them with the cage around, and sadly the actual sweet corn themselves, they're very, very, very small. The ones in pots look more healthy, but they've got no sweet corn on them. Now these, if that even counts as a sweet corn, a tiny bit of bindweed on it, maybe I could class it as a baby corn. But no, sadly I'm going to give up on them. No sweet corn this year. The overgrown raspberry bed is still giving me some nice raspberries. Just a few canes here, look at them. They are whoppers. Nice big raspberries, so I'll be picking them to take home. They're not too bad. They are limited, but dig in, you can find a few more. The raspberries are nice. They are so sweet and juicy. One of my favourite fruits down here. The dog's bottom, or the dog's bottom fruit, also known as the medlar tree or the medlar fruit. Got plenty on. Never grown it before. Got this as a gift off my work colleagues last year. Does look like a dog's bottom, doesn't it? Apparently you wait for the first frost and then they go a bit sweet and you just eat them. So we'll be trying them in a couple of months. New favourite place to grow blackberries appears to be on this side. I never put these in. In fact, I think a lot of them are coming from the plot next door. But look at the size of these. If I just put my hand next to them, again, whoppers. So I'll be picking a nice big punnet of blackberries. They just go on and on. Look at the size of them. Beautiful blackberries. There's lots of places in the allotment, at my allotment, which grows the blackberries. Look at them. Oh, they're the biggest ones, yeah. Look at the size of that. Huge. Beautiful raspberry, that nice and soft as well. Very, very juicy. Now I took the cover off the soft fruit area. You can probably see it needs a bit of a weed, but I've just left it now. The red gooseberries I think have gone past it. They've turned a black colour and they're also going a little bit shriveled. Probably can still eat them. I thought the birds would have them, but they haven't taken them. But I had to take the cover off because my raspberry canes were starting to fold under, and these are the autumn fruiting raspberries, so I'll get another big batch of them. But it was just starting to curl over a little bit, so it needs that needs to straighten out. But there's going to be plenty of raspberries on there. And again, thought the birds would take the rest of my red currants. They haven't, so I will be. They'll be nice and sweet. Look at the colour of them. That is fantastic. Oh yeah, they're perfect now. Again, I think I'm going to give up on my pumpkins. This is my only one now. It is only just getting going. Usually we need pumpkins by October. Is there enough time? Is there enough light and sun? Probably not. They should be about 10 times the size by now with fruits on. So unlucky, don't think I get pumpkins. But this bed's been a success, or should I say the beetroot have been a success. And look at this one. I'm going to take this one home. My wife and daughter love the beetroot. Wow, size of that. That might be too big. What's this one like? Oh, another whopper. Okay, let's get a small. Oh, aye. What's this? Oh, we've got a courgette. Courgette at long last. That's only my second one all summer. Here we go. Another nice beetroot. I think we'll take 3 of them home. And our pet rabbit at home likes to eat some of the leaves, although can't give him too many. But that's not bad. 3 big beetroot. Managed to pick some rhubarb from the rhubarb plant just in front. As you can see, plenty in there. I've taken 3 of them. Never really cooked rhubarb, so I might need a recipe. Boil it up with some sugar, apple and rhubarb pie maybe. That's not bad. If you saw my video a couple of weeks ago, This is my new banana. This is the variegated leaf. You have to bring this one inside over the winter, but when I bought it, it had a little pup with it, and I planted it on, and I think it's safe to say it's growing nicely. It's taken. So I've got 2 bananas, what are they called? Musa acuminata dwarf Cavendish. I got 2 for the price of 1. This is the pear tree, which I thought I only had 1 pear on that I managed to survive, and that's the conference pear, but as it's got a bit bigger I found one next to it. Then my other pear tree is here, which definitely has only got 1 on. That's a bigger one, and it's a slightly different type of pear, and I can't remember the name of it, but that's not far off being ready. Really solid at the moment, but quite a decent sized pear. Just looking, I can't see any more on it, so 1 pear off that and 2 off the others. Next to it's my gunnera, still growing nicely. If I put my hand there, you can just see some of the size of the leaves. This is in a pot, which does need splitting next year. Just before I go into the greenhouse, any excuse to show you my bananas, by the way. This is the Chilean guava. Not chili in any spicy sense, but from the place Chile. And these are tiny little fruits. They go a bit bigger than this, they will swell up. And each one of those is like a blueberry, but tastes a bit more like a pineapple-y taste, and a bit softer than a blueberry. As you can see, that plant is covered in them, and lovely colours. The reds and the greens and the browns all together make it very nice. So that's done well this year. And then finally, let's have a quick look inside the greenhouse. My tomatoes, at long last, have started to go red. This side's the cherry tomato. It's been a very strange year for tomatoes. Look how leggy some of the plants have gone. They're just so long and thin, but we have still got the trusses on. They'll all turn red. I'm confident we've got enough time, but nowhere near the amount of tomatoes I got last year. But these will still be nice, and I'll probably get them for a good few weeks to come. Just above is the grapes, the Lakemont seedless white grape or green grape. They've got another few weeks to go. You can eat them now, but they're still a little bit sour. As you can see, bunches upon bunches. My grapevine never fails to deliver. And on this side is the money maker. Now, I've just noticed, I really do hope that is not blight. There's been quite a lot of gardeners at the moment, quite a lot of these channels, or people with their allotment gardening videos, and lots of people are getting blight in their tomato plants at the moment. So I really hope it's not, because some of these tomatoes look like they're going to be lovely. There's the first red one. Probably be able to take him home. Oh, in fact, it's come right off, so we're definitely taking it home. But I'm just a bit concerned because we've got these rotten points on it, even on that one there. You have to keep an eye on that. I don't want that to spread. Anyone who's had tomato blight before knows how fast it can spread. And then another thing I think I'm going to give up on is my melons. Now there is a couple of spotted, you see just here, but the plant itself doesn't look anywhere near the size to support it. Another little one above it. I don't think we're going to get any. But the cucumber plants that have grown in the bottomless pots have finally given me some cucumbers. There's one. Here's another one, bit of a fatter one. So they're doing quite good. The ones at the back have already given me about a dozen. And if I look towards the top, I think, yeah, there's a few more up there. There's one really high up. Nice cucumber. Another one next to it. And then there's another one. There's still more cucumbers to come. And this is watermelons, but I can't see any fruit on them yet. I've got the flowers now, but again, are we too late? Will I get any watermelons? Who knows? But the marigolds have taken over. One seed for each of these plants. Unbelievable how fast and big, vigorous they've grown. All in all, not a bad little harvest today. 3 whopping sized beetroots, some rhubarb, a couple of small-ish cucumbers, 2 figs, 1 moneymaker tomato, plenty of cherry tomatoes, very red looking them by the way, blackberries, raspberries and red currants. Not bad, that'll do. Okay, that is this week's video complete. I'm going to continue picking some more of these blackberries behind me. There's just too many, but I'll try and get as many as I possibly can. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Every single one counts. I'm nearly at 800. I really want to get to the 1,000. That's the big milestone I want to reach. So thanks for watching everyone. Please take care and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.